Hello, CrossFit Stoneberg. I decided to record a session on Zoom so I can share my screen and go over the workout because I feel like the workout is a little bit confusing, but it doesn't really need to be. It's really just around the timing. So I'm going to share my screen really fast so we can see the workout and I can talk through it while we go through it, and then I'll go over the movements afterwards. All right. So the first thing we have is today's workout's a bunch of little chunks of work. All right, so it's very interval-y. We're going to work for a little bit, rest for a little bit, work for a little bit, rest for a little bit throughout this workout. All right, so the first workout part of it we have will be our warm-up. All right, you have 5 minutes to get it done. This is a 5 minutes, get as much as you can done. If you're really close to at the end, just finish it up. Don't worry about it. All right, so for 5 minutes, we're going to run 200 meters. If you're not sure, it's usually about 2-3 houses down your block, turn around and come back. That's about 100 meters out. It depends on how big the properties are. Let's say you go about 2-3 houses, turn around and come back. You're going to come in, you're going to do 20 sit-ups, all right, 40 mountain climbers, 80 jumping jacks, and a 200-meter run. This is all based on each one of these taking you in the vicinity of a minute. You should be able to get through all of it. If you don't finish it, that's okay. Again, if you're at 4 minutes or 4:15 and it's go for the 200-meter run, just run a little bit over. It's not that big a deal. All right. Should rest about 3 minutes after you finish this warm-up before you jump into our next part, which is 2 4-minute AMRAPs. Okay, so it's a 4-minute AMRAP, rest 1 minute, and then we'll repeat it for another 4-minute AMRAP. In the 4-minute AMRAP, we'll do 8 glute bridges, 2 plank walkouts. I'm going to show you 2 choices you have on this, and then 8 alternating lunges. I put an extra S in there, it looks like. So 8 lunges. Just going to go through that. Think of this as like an extended warm-up phase, not really a WOD. All right, I want you to just go through these movements, nice and easy pace, and just kind of get them done. 4 minutes on, 1 minute off, 4 minutes on. All right. Rest about 3 minutes after there, and then we're going to jump into a 12-minute EMOM. All right. So for this 12-minute EMOM, minutes 1 and 2 are going to consist of a 400-meter run. All right. In a WOD, the 400-meter run when we're at the gym usually takes people right around that 2-minute mark for some of the faster people. Some people are like a minute and a half. Some people are about 2.5 minutes. I want you to scale this down to about 1:45. All right. So run 45, 50 seconds out, turn around, come back. It should be in the vicinity of 4 to 6 houses from your house. But what we're looking for is I want you to be able to come in, have 15 seconds or so to catch your breath, because on the 3rd minute, you're going to do a max rep of burpees. So as many burpees as you can do in for a minute. As soon as that minute ends, run back out the door, go for another 400-meter jog. You have 2 minutes again to get it done. I'd like you to be able to come in with a few seconds and then do the burpees. And you'll go through that cycle 4 times, okay? After that, we'll rest 3 minutes, and we're going to jump into a 10-minute AMRAP, as many rounds as possible in 10 minutes of run 200 meters, 30 lateral hops, and then 10 up downs, basically the burpee without the push-up in that, all right? So that'll be the workout. All right, the movements, let's go over real fast, not too complicated. You should know most of these movements, but I'll go through each one of them as they do it. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen just so I get to be a little bigger on it and make life just a teeny bit easier. All right, so we look at the first one. We got the jog. I kind of went over, talked through that one, so you should be good on it. Then you'll come in. We're looking at 20 sit-ups, okay? Just lay on the floor, do a sit-up, touch your feet, all right? If you like that kind of zombie sit-up, come here, touch your feet, whatever works for you. Our second movement we have is the mountain climbers. So we're just going to go into that nice, good plank, try to keep that plank position while we drive the knees up for 40 reps. Each time you move your knee, it counts at 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. 80 jumping jacks. You know, I probably don't really need to demonstrate these, but there we go. Just focus on getting some good shoulder range of motion. Try to get your arms up, touch at the top, finishing up with an 200-meter run. All right, so those are our movements for our warm-up. The second part we got is the glute bridge and that 4-minute AMRAP section where we got glute bridges, plank walkouts, and the lunges. So glute bridges, we've done them a bunch of times. I've shown them in a lot of videos. You should know them by now, but what we're looking for, you're gonna lay down, lift the hips, squeeze the butt, lower down the hips, 8 reps. All right, focus as best you can on really getting these hips up nice and high. Try to get that full hip extension with that, all right? Second one we got here is the plank walkouts. This is the one where I'm just gonna give you 2 options to make this good. We can, a beginner option, the easier version, want you to work on like inchworms, all right? You don't have to do the push-up, just walk out to the inchworm. So for that, I'm gonna start off standing, all right? I'm gonna put my hands down, walk it out to a plank, and then walk it back in, stand back up, and then go back down with each one. All right. A more difficult variation of it will feel a little bit less movement, but that's okay. You're going to start off in the plank, all right, and you're going to walk out as far as you can go, and then walk yourself back into a plank. All right, so that's one. Walk it back out. Walk it back in, okay, for a second one. Those will be pretty challenging, all right, so 2 of those. All right, you'll do that for 4 minutes, rest a minute, repeat for another 4 minutes. You could just pick up where you left off for simplicity's sake. If you want to start over again, you can do that as well. Then rest 3 minutes or so. You're going to go into the 12-minute EMOM, every minute on the minute. Minute 1, you're going to run 400 meters. Again, you have 2 minutes to get that done. Minute 3, you're going to do the burpees. All right, as many burpees as you can do across that. For the burpees, are all simple. We do these all the time, so you should know them. Hands go down, feet go back, get all the way on the ground, pop those hips, come in, jump, and reach overhead. All right, so that'll be that one. You're going to do that for 12 minutes, rest 3 minutes, finish up with our 10-minute AMRAP. We're just going to keep moving between the 200-meter run, 30 lateral jumps. I put over a backpack. That'll be nice and challenging because you got some distance and height, and you're just going to jump. Okay. A dumbbell would be a little bit easier in that it's smaller and less distance to travel. Okay. You can use a line in the ground or even nothing and just kind of. All right. 30 of those guys. Finishing it up with 10 up downs. Get down, get up. Okay, but now we don't have to include the push-up. All right. Reduce the load on the shoulders a teeny bit. We go down into the plank, pop those hips, come back up, and those will be our up downs. All right, so that's our workout for the day today. Hope you guys have an awesome day. If you have any questions, post them in the comments, shoot me an email. I'll help you out. All right, thanks for coming, and I will see you guys soon.